Good morning, everyone. Today, our theme is rocks. Rocks? Not Umhlanga rocks. This is rocks. And the reason I say that is we have a look at our first reading in the book of Numbers, the Old Testament. We find the incident where Moses is leading the chosen people towards the chosen land, and they are hungry and they're thirsty, and they're chastising Moses, saying, "Why did you bring us on this journey? Look, there's nothing here for us." And Moses then was given the instruction from the Lord, take a staff, strike a rock, which he did. So he took the piece of branch and struck the rock heavily, and water poured out. And it continued to pour out, more than they could possibly need. You say, how does water come out of a rock in the middle of a desert? Well, there's a miracle. And it happened. Why? Because Jesus, at least God, saw the need of his people and therefore presented them something. Also, not just to satisfy their needs, but also to convince them that they were on the right journey. The other place where we find rocks today is in the Gospel, where Matthew brings us the story in chapter 16. Jesus says to Peter, "Who do you say I am?" Because everybody else has been saying that Jesus was John the Baptist or one of the prophets and so forth. "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter says, "You are the Christ." Interestingly, at that time, he was still known as Simon Peter, or maybe just Simon. "You are the Christ." And how does Jesus reply? "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church." Is he talking about a physical rock? No. Well, what he is saying is that the rock that is immovable, the rock that brings the water, the nourishment, if you like, that quenches the thirst of the people, that's Peter. And he needs to live up to the biblical standard of what Moses did. He needs to be able to bring refreshment to the people. And Jesus continues, he says, "I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven." And that's why many times when we see a statue of St. Peter, he is holding keys. And it's also why people seem to think that he's holding the keys of the gates of heaven, which have to be opened. So wonderful artistic license, I think. But I think also for us, it's an important stage where we see the birth of the papacy, the birth of the leadership and the authority that Jesus is establishing. And what a wonderful privilege we have to belong to that church. You keep safe. We'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.